Right, ladies, gentlemen, if we can resume, please.
Yes,
Right, everybody back?
yes, I am back.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, why is this really complicated? Well, it's because you're doing 4 or 5 things at the same time. One, you have to know the city code. Then you have to know the country. Then you have to know the area. Then you have to know the order for the global indicators. Then you have to work it out. So you're doing 5 things at the same time. It takes practice. You know, jugglers who have can juggle balls. You give me one ball, I can probably get it from one hand to the other. Give me 2, I'm lost. Give me 5, I'll be dangerous. So how do these people do it? It's called practice. And that's exactly what we're going to do is practice. And you'll get used to juggling 5 lots of facts. But can you be a juggler after 1 hour? No, it takes a bit more than that. And so will this. So I know as a group, you're pretty demanding of yourself. You know, you push yourselves a lot. But also give yourself a bit of time on some subjects, okay? So here we have cities in an itinerary, and we're going to have to work out the basics. Is it area 1, 2, or 3? So you've got 2 things to worry about, or 3. What's the code? What country? What area? So even a simple thing like this, your brain is doing 3 things at the same time. And of course, it takes time. So where is CPT? What city?
Copenhagen.
Good guess. Okay, the CP stands for Cape.
Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Cape Town. So if it's Cape Town, what country is it in?
South Africa.
And that would be area
3. No.
2.
2.
2. Yeah, it will be area 2. You see what I mean? You got 3 things to jiggle around up here. BUE is which city? Give you a clue, South America.
Peru.
Buenos Aires. And Buenos Aires is in which country? Argentina. So anytime we come across a city you don't know, or you've forgotten, or you can't remember a bit about it, now would be a good time to make a list. Okay? So BUE, Buenos Aires, Argentina, and Argentina's in South America, yes?
Yes.
So that would be area
1.
1. CCS. Also South America. Country starts with the letter V.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. So if it's in South America, it's also area 1. YYC. Do you know the city? Do you know the city? Okay, you don't know the city. Could you guess which country?
That's Canada.
Canada, because it starts with the Y, so it's area 1. YYC is Calgary. CALGARY. Okay, sort of in the middle of Canada, very famous for its cowboy festival called the Calgary Stampede. ISB.
Islamabad,
Well done. Islamabad in which country?
Pakistan.
So that would be area
2. 3. Sorry.
3.
3. Yes.
KNX. Now that's an airport code. So now you've got to work out airport code, city, country, area. You got 4 things now. So where is KNX? We've just been doing it when we did the Japan, Korea. KNX. It is
Osaka.
Osaka, area 3 in Japan.
It's not
CH
KIX.
KIX it should be. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's not a trick. That's a mistake. Okay, hold on. Let me check. All right. Let's get it right. So KIX. CHC.
Search in New Zealand.
Christchurch, New Zealand. So that will be area
3.
2. 3.
3. Tunis in Tunisia. Area
3. 2.
No.
GPS we miss.
2.
2.
2.
Remember, you've got area 1 is North and South
Yes.
America. Area 2 in the middle, Europe, Middle East, Africa. Area 3, everything else.
Yes.
Right, KRT, which city?
Khartoum.
Khartoum, Sudan, area
2.
2.
2.
Ali, where's Ali?
Alexandria.
Alexandria, Egypt 2. LCA,
Larnaca.
oh, well done.
Cyprus.
Area 2. You probably noticed I haven't picked easy city codes and airport codes. Yeah. If I put Paris, PAR, that's not much of a difficult one for you, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Now a little bit more difficult. Sub area. So remember, each area, like area 1, is split into sub areas. Area 1 has North America, it has South America, and it has that funny ABCPU. In South America, A, what country do you think A stands for? South America.
Argentina.
Argentina. B, AB. B for
Why? No.
Brussels.
Brazil. Okay. ABC. Countries in South America starting with C.
Colombia.
Chile.
Chile. P. What country in South America could start with P?
Paraguay.
Paraguay. And U, Uruguay. Right, so let's go back to CPT, Cape Town. What country is Cape Town in?
Africa.
Yeah, which country?
South Africa.
South Africa. So Africa is split into West, East, Central, and South Africa. Which one do you think Cape Town is in?
South.
Yes, the country's name says south. So some are quite easy. BUE, we decided was Buenos Aires, Argentina. So give me a sub area that could be in.
South America.
North America?
South.
South America. It could also be that ABCPU thing. Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Paraguay, Uruguay. It could be that as well. CCS is Caracas in
Venezuela.
Venezuela. And Venezuela is in what sub area?
South America.
South America. But it could not be ABCPU because there's no V in the ABCPU. YYC we decided was Calgary in Canada, so that's going to be
North America.
North America. Okay, now this one is a bit more complicated. Islamabad, Pakistan. We have different areas, sub-areas in Area 3. The main ones are South Asian Subcontinent, SASC, South Asian Subcontinent. And this is the countries all around India. Okay? Now, put in your head India, a map of India. What country is on the left of India?
Pakistan.
So Islamabad is SASC, South Asian Subcontinent. Okay? Same mistake. KIX, Kansai in Japan, is the special Japan-Korea, the special Japan-Korea sub-area, which has only two countries, Japan and Korea. Okay. As I said, in Area 3, we've got three main areas. The South Asian subcontinent, which is all the countries around India. Then we have Southwest Pacific, which is the countries that are to the above and to the right of Australia. So Christchurch, New Zealand. Do you think Christchurch, New Zealand, is it around India?
No.
Is it around Australia-ish?
Yes. Yes.
It's SWP, Southwest Pacific. Denpasar in Indonesia comes under the main group for Asia, which is Southeast Asia. Okay? China is Southeast Asia. Everything is Southeast Asia except SASC, SWP, and Japan and Korea. So any other country is going to be SEA. Again, please don't think you're going to memorize all this today. It's not going to happen. TUN, which sub-area is TUN?
Europe.
Oh, well done, yes. It's the funny exception for Europe. KRT, the Sudan?
Middle East.
Middle East. Egypt?
Middle East.
Middle East. Larnaca?
Europe.
Yes. So can you see that maybe about half of them you can probably guess? Yeah. And you haven't even been doing this for an hour and a half yet, and you're already able to work some out. I think we can safely say a few more tries, you'll be okay. Now we got some horrible ones.
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. So that's area 1,
1 to 3.
right? YTO. Where's YTO?
Canada.
Canada. So
Toronto.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil is area
1.
1. Toronto is area
1.
1. So if everything is in area 1,
WH.
oh, well done. I only mentioned that a couple of times right at the beginning. You've got it already. JNB. Where's JNB?
Johannesburg, South Africa.
So that will be area
2.
2. GVA,
Geneva, Switzerland. Area
area.
2.
Area 2.
So area 2 and 2.
EH.
You got it.
Kabul.
Singapore, area.
3.
Kabul, area.
3. EH.
Another EH. You're doing really well here, aren't you? ZRH.
Zurich.
Zurich.
ATL,
Atlanta.
Atlanta, USA, area 1. MVD,
Malta.
Montevideo.
Uruguay, area.
3. 1, sorry. 1.
So we've got area 2 and area 1.
1.
And there's some water in the middle. Which water?
Atlantic. 80.
80 is Atlantic. Okay. We're not going to do this one, except Beijing is area
3.
3. Kuala Lumpur
3.
and San Francisco
1.
1.
1.
Now, I haven't explained this one at all. But think of a map. Here you are, area 3, and you go into area 1. Which ocean are you going to cross?
Pacific.
Indian.
Oops,
Not sure.
Pacific. Now, have I explained Pacific to you? No. All I told you was that we're interested in oceans. Some of these you will know, some of them you won't. The next one you definitely won't. Okay, so we'll skip that one. BOS, where's BOS? Ooh,
Boston.
Boston, USA, area 1. AMS
Amsterdam. Area 2.
and Seoul 3. Have
Seoul
we
3.
crossed an ocean?
Yes. Atlantic.
Thank you. Now, here's an interesting one. London is area
2.
2.
2. Atlanta area,
2.
1.
1. Sorry. 1. Yeah.
Singapore,
3.
3.
Kuala Lumpur.
3.
3.
Right. So when I go from London to Atlanta, have I crossed an ocean, area 1 and 2?
Atlantic.
Yes.
Yeah, the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And when I go from area 1 to 3, have I crossed an ocean? The Pacific. So I've crossed both the Atlantic and the Pacific. You agree?
Yes. Agree.
Oops, sorry, it's AP. Okay, Atlantic, Pacific. Now, here's a very important point. If you cross the Pacific first and then the Atlantic, you still call it AP because
Yes.
there's already a PA here. So if you cross both oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific, doesn't matter which order, you cross the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, Atlantic, Pacific, is called AP. Okay? Tell me, do you think between now and next Tuesday, do you think it would be a good idea to run through this PowerPoint again?
Might
Yes.
not.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, so that when we do it again next week, you'll pick up a few more.
Yeah.
Now let's come to some of the trickier ones. Moscow area,
1.
Two.
Sorry.
2.
2.
Kuala Lumpur,
3,
Singapore.
3.
3.
All right. Area 2 to 3.
A
There are 4 possible global indicators. Can you remember which is the first one we try?
RU.
RU. And RU says you have to start or you have to have Russia at the beginning or end. Do we have
Beginning.
Russia at the beginning or end?
Yes.
Yes.
Beginning.
And you have to have a direct flight to Japan or Korea.
We don't have.
Okay, cannot be RU. What's the next one to try?
FE.
FE. For FE, I need Russia or the Ukraine, yeah, with a direct flight to Area 3.
Not
Which is
there.
not applicable here also.
So Moscow, Kuala Lumpur. Is Kuala Lumpur in Area 3?
Yes.
Yes.
So I have got European Russia or the Ukraine. I have got a direct flight to Area 3. So the global indicator is FE. Is that okay?
Again, please. No, again, please.
Right. We start with the first one, RU. RU, we need Russia. And that means Moscow and St. Petersburg. So on this itinerary here, we have got Moscow. Yeah. Then after Moscow or European Russia, we need a direct flight to Japan or Korea. Do I have a direct flight to Japan or Korea?
No.
Right, cannot be RU. So the second one we try, the second global indicator is FE. Now, for FE to work, you need to fly from Russia in Europe or the Ukraine. Yeah. Have I got Russia in Europe or the Ukraine? Yes. And you need a direct flight after Russia or the Ukraine. You need a direct flight to Area 3. Have I
Yes.
got that?
Yes.
In that case, it's FE.
Agreed.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
have a look at this one.
This is RU.
Well, we'll run through it. First one I try is RU. Now for that, I need Moscow or St. Petersburg, which I've got. And I need a direct flight to Japan or Korea. Yes, it's RU. Have a look at this one. We start with RU. Now for RU, I need Moscow or St. Petersburg at the beginning or end. Have I got that?
Yes. No. Moscow to Singapore.
No.
Sorry, we have the second one. Okay.
Yeah,
London. No.
No, so we don't have RU. Okay. If RU doesn't work, what's the next one I try?
TS.
FE.
Number 1, RU. The second one to try is
FE.
FE. For FE, I need Russia in Europe or the Ukraine.
Great.
Have I got
No.
Russia or the Ukraine?
Yes. No.
No. Yeah, we're looking at second
No,
from the
no.
bottom.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. Cannot be FE. If it's not FE, what's the next one I try?
TS.
TS. And TS is area 2 to 3 with a direct flight from Europe to Japan or Korea? Do I have a direct flight from Europe to Japan or Korea?
Yes.
Yes.
It's TS. Now the bottom one. Moscow, Frankfurt, Delhi, Osaka. What's the first one I tried?
Are you?
Are you? Okay. Do I have Russia at the beginning or end?
Beginning.
Yeah.
Yes, I got Russia at the beginning. Now, if it's RU, the next thing I need is a direct flight from
Japan.
Russia to Japan or Korea.
Japan or Korea?
So after Moscow, is my next city in Japan or Korea?
No.
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 Okay, fine, no good. Next one,
FE.
FE. I need Russia or the Ukraine. Have I got Russia or the Ukraine?
Russia.
Yeah,
Russia.
I got Russia. So if I've got Russia, it could be FE. But for Russia, I need a direct flight from Russia, and the next stop must be Area 3.
Which is not.
Is Frankfurt in Area 3?
No.
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 Can't be FE. What's the next one to try?
TS.
TS. That's Europe with a direct flight to Japan or Korea. I've got Moscow. Is Moscow in Europe?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
Frankfurt in Europe.
Yes.
Yes.
So after those Europe cities, is my next city Japan or Korea?
No.
No.
Right, it can't be TS. What's the only one left?
EH.
And
EH.
that's what it is. Okay? So you'll notice that we've been doing all of these very slowly, step by step. Is it this at the beginning or end? Is it that? I don't try and do all 3 or 4 bits in one go. I split it up and get yes, no answers and then decide. Because again, you know, I have noticed you lot are very quick, you pick up things fast, and you do, how can I put it? You have expectations for yourself, you know? You really push yourselves. Here's one time I'd like you to ease up a little bit, okay? Just chill a little bit. Okay, some general questions. IATA has divided the world into how
3.
many? Yeah, it's 3 traffic conference areas. Which of these cities is not located in Europe?
Tripoli.
Well done, Tripoli. We have TUN Tunis, TIP is Tripoli in Libya, ALG Algiers in Algeria, CAS Casablanca, Morocco. Which of these is not in the Middle East sub-area?
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa, yeah, comes under one of the African ones. Now, which is not in SEA? Can anyone remember what SEA stands for?
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Well, yes, it does. Southeast Asia, okay? Now, let's think of Area 3. We have the South Asian subcontinent, okay? The South Asian subcontinent is everything around India. Southwest Pacific around Australia. And then a special group, Japan and Korea. Now, if it's not in that group, those groups, the only one left is Southeast Asia. So
Yeah, like
VT,
Nagoya.
Yes.
you got it already. VTE is Vientiane in Laos. It's not around India. It's not in Japan and Korea, and it's not in Southwest Pacific. So that one must be in Southeast Asia. Anyone know where HAN is?
Hanoi.
Hanoi, Vietnam.
Vietnam, definitely Southeast Asia. NGO,
Japan.
Nagoya.
Nagoya, Japan, Korea. That's not in Southeast Asia. That's in the Japan-Korea sub-area. Which code is not a country code for Russia?
XU.
No. XR.
XR. Russia has two country codes, RU,
And
XU. RU is the one we need for global indicators because that's the one that's Moscow and St. Petersburg. Can you give me the airport code for Moscow?
SVO.
SVO. Because sometimes in the exam, when they do global indicators, they put airport codes to try and confuse you. Right, Area 1 is entirely in the Western Hemisphere. True or false?
True.
It's true. And that was a question in the last exam paper. The sub-area Korea, Japan is located in TC area
3.
3. By the way, if I asked all of these questions right at the beginning today, could you have answered them?
No.
Ah, it just proves how much you've learned even in an hour and a half. Oh, now it's completely different. I'm going back to the last session. Here is a fair itinerary or fair calculation. DUB, who's DUB?
Dublin.
Dublin. And the carrier is FR. FR.
This is Ryanair.
Well done. Well done. Then we fly to London and then airline U2. Who's U2?
It's a UK.
No.
UK local carrier.
It's a UK airline, yeah. But the name? Look it up for the next lesson. I shall be asking you. Okay? BUD. Where's BUD?
Budapest.
Budapest. Then carrier W6. Who's W6? Oh, good. I've got 2 today. Right. Look that one up. X/OSL. Okay. First of all, where is OSL?
Oslo.
Oslo. And what does X/ mean?
Connection.
Over.
Non-stop.
No stopover or connection. DY. Who's DY? Have I got 3 in a row that you don't know? Yes! Well done, Peter. You've done well. Yeah, to New York City. Actually, I'll be honest.
This is Denmark Airline.
Well, I changed this yesterday. I went through and I thought the carriers that were there, I thought, they're going to know all these carriers. So I went through your list and I picked the carriers that I thought they'll never know this one. Yeah. And I got 3 out of 4. So I'm very pleased with myself.
Okay. So the U2, I just checked U2 as EasyJet, W6 as Wizz Air.
Yeah.
Which is a new airline.
Yeah. DY.
And DY as Norwegian.
That's right. Okay, you got them. But the thing is, it took you, you had to think about it, look it up. There's a good chance. Yeah, it's a good chance you remember them now.
Yeah.
Right. When I say ticketed point, what do I mean?
Each destination or each city showing in the itinerary.
Yes. A ticketed point means every point or city shown on the ticket. So that means everything. So we have Dublin, London, Budapest, Oslo, New York. So how many ticketed points?
5 points.
5. Now, how many connecting points? That means, we've only got one. Yeah, whoops. Sorry. One. How many stopover points?
1, 2.
Now, let me ask you, do I count New York as a stopover point?
No, this is
No.
destination.
Right. So how many is London a stopover?
Yes.
Yeah.
Budapest.
Yes.
No.
Budapest is a
Budapest.
stopover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oslo is not a stopover,
Oslo?
so we have only
No.
2.
So we've
Two.
got 2. Yeah. And this is a very common exam type question asking you to analyze the thing. Right. For the connecting flight at Oslo, is it online connecting or
Interline.
Interline.
Interline, because you arrive
Two
with
different
WX,
lines.
you leave with DY. Okay, so it's interline. Do you see how what was new in the last session is coming up again in this session? The next session, last session, this session will be added on. It expands. We don't say, oh, I did that. You see, when it comes to things like car hire, we can go through it once. You can read it. You can watch the YouTube videos. But when it comes to fares, we have to keep connecting everything all the way along. So when we do restricted fares with lots of rules, you're still going to be answering questions like this. Yeah, that's what prepares you for the exam. Now, the previous one, we saw the linear fare calculation. Now we've just got an itinerary. I'm going Bangkok, Mad. Where's Mad?
Madrid.
Madrid.
Spain.
SCL.
This is Salt Lake City. No, Chile.
Yes, it's Santiago de Chile. SLC is Salt Lake City. SCL is Santiago de Chile. Anybody know where IAD is?
Yes, Washington.
Okay. Washington Airport, right. And then YOW, Ottawa in Canada. So again, how many ticketed points are shown?
6.
Right, we got Bangkok, Madrid, Santiago de Chile, Washington.
5.
5. Okay. How many connecting points? Now this time, there's no X's to help you. Give me the definition of something that is not a stopover.
Less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. So if I arrive and leave at a city and it's less than 24 hours, it's a connecting flight. So what day do I arrive in Madrid? 11th of January at 11:15. I leave Madrid the next day on the 12th, but at what time?
6:15.
6:15. Still within
So
24
is
hours.
that more or less than 24?
Less.
I've
Less
got
than-
one connection. Santiago de Chile, I arrive on the 12th and I leave on the 20th.
But the
Definitely
date is
not a
different.
connection.
Mm.
What about
Yes.
Washington? Connection or stopover?
Washington
Stopover.
to Canada is
Connection.
Stopover.
Connection.
Okay, let me
Oh,
change something.
connection.
That's connection.
Change something, make it a bit easier.
Okay.
Yes, it should
Take
be
this
like
away.
21 Jan.
Mm.
Right. Made it a bit easier. What date do you arrive in Washington?
20th
20
Jan.
Jan.
21.
Date do you leave?
20 Jan.
So it must be less than 24 hours then, if it's the same date. So how many connection points?
2.
2 connection points.
Oh God, there's 3 here. It's definitely 2. Right. How many stopovers? 1. Santiago de Chile. It's actually a destination, but let's call it that. Both connecting flights are interline. Now, where are you connecting? Where's the first place you're connecting?
Madrid.
Right. And you arrive in Madrid with,
Thai
TG.
Airways.
right, and you leave with
Yuling.
EY. Online or interline?
Interline.
Interline.
Right. IAD Washington. You arrive with which airline?
Delta Airline.
DL, Delta Airlines, and you leave with,
Delta
DL.
Airline.
right. So here's the question. Both connecting flights are interline, true or false? Both.
False.
It is
False.
false. The first one is, but not the second one.
Yeah.
And there you are. You've come to the end of this section. And funnily enough, you've come to the next break time. Now, all I'm going to do after the break is we are going to run through the areas and sub areas and the area 2 global indicators again.